Fox is in Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to the Karen Hunter Show. You're on. Hi.
How you doing, Karen? How's your
Good.
guest doing?
We're good. We're good.
I'm calling in reference to the Stephen A. Smith comments. He was on two other podcasts where you can really get some clarity about what he said, which is totally detrimental to our community. One is the Drink Champs with Nori, and I think his name is Ebro. He does about an hour on there where he just goes in on the black community for the most part in favor of Trump. He won't even call Trump a racist. That's how bad it is. It's almost like Candace Owens when you listen to it. The other one is for Patrick Bet-David, I believe his name is, Valuetainment. He was on there 2 hours. Same thing. Basically, he's for the Republican agenda when you listen to it. So if you ever have a chance, or if your guests have a chance, please listen to that over the weekend.
Nope. Not doing it. It's a no. Not happening.
Did he get drunk on the Drink Champs though?
Probably not.
He's not drinking. He's not drinking.
See, I can't mess with that. He got to get drunk so we could get the real truth.
Can't trust it.
Let me say this. And this is why I think the country is failing miserably. Republican ideals are very germane to being black in America. Like they're the conservative, the Christian, the all of the things, even gun ownership, even the right to bear arms, all of that is not antithetical to being black in America. But the racism, though, should be problematic. But the problem is for some of us who have been grafted in, because, there's always going to be somebody grafted in. And unfortunately, too many of us have been buying to be that special magical Negro that white people accept wholesalely, right? Rock is racially ambiguous, so he can get a pass. But for somebody that comes from Hollis, Queens, who was raised in the way that he was raised, to be invited to these places must be stunning. To be on private jets, to be in these in the halls of around billionaires, and to be considered friends and on the golf course with these folk. You know what I'm saying? It must be a mind f.
Well, also every platform we just named is not real journalists. They're not asking real questions. They have no grasp of the facts. They have no context for what he's saying.
Right.
It's just places you go and they just let you talk.
Which is why, everyone in the Zoom right now we all have a problem with folk going to the Breakfast Club, because you're not getting the kind of. I was driving around today listening to Clay Kane, and I was smiling as he was going in with Shermichael, and I said, this man is really good. He does a good show. You know what I'm saying? This is a good show.
They know they
coming in with the history. He's coming in with the facts. He's not letting you off the hook. It's coming pop, 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 pop. Ellie Mastal tweeted, "I'm coming on to Karen Hunter's it's the scariest hour in radio for me," and because she's gonna ask me some wild ish that I don't have an answer for, and it's like that should be the demand of everybody that has a platform, but they need to have the breadth to be able to challenge when people open their mouths and say stuff. Even for Stephen A., maybe he doesn't believe and think that, but he's not being pressed and challenged to say, well, what about this?
Right.
And then he would probably counter, no, that's not what I mean. But they can't even challenge him.
That's also what has become the currency of the media market, right? It's the attention from it. So it doesn't behoove Nori to challenge anything. He just want to be the place that Stephen A. said it, so that somebody will go, you got to go listen to that noise. Now listen to the whole thing. And now he getting that click. It don't matter that it was irresponsible to them. I'm not blaming Shannon and Kat, but I feel like that moment was a touchstone moment that has really set off 2024, where it's become the day of content. Like, hey, if it's good content, don't worry about anything else. We just need to keep it going.
Yeah.
Scary.
And plus, it's every, like you say, you always use the word transactional, right? So Stephen A., you come on Drink Champs, so Drink Champs can now, get that validity, get that clout for having Stephen A. But Stephen A. gets a new audience who may not be as heady as his current audience. There's just more numbers, so it's more numbers for both. So I'm gonna go to each of these, and I ain't got to talk smart neither.
And Lamont, to throw it even like one more level up there, it's a signal to white folks that he went and said this to black folks. Like
Right.
those are black audiences. So like he goes and talks to them directly and says they need to get with this Trump thing and need to stop tripping because and so the people that are the power brokers, the people that do things like decide your ESPN contract extension, that definitely did not would definitely bow down to Trump during the time when it was Trump versus Kaepernick versus the NFL. Those people that said we're gonna stop talking about politics on our sports channel. Those people make the decision. Stephen A. is up for his contract extension right now. Like it's a signal to go say it to our face. Is also a signal to someone else.
Can I ask you a question? I'm gonna ask both because we have to go to a break. The powers that be, if it's a capitalist system where the more money you make, the more money you make, right? If say this brand, I'm asking really for myself, this brand of truth, if it's bringing in numbers, but it makes you uncomfortable, do you try to get rid of it, or do you lean in and do more of it? 8668. If this is moving the needle, do you try to get rid of it if it makes you uncomfortable and it doesn't line up with what you believe and think, and you don't even like, say you don't like me personally because I make you feel small or whatever I make you feel? Do you work to get rid of that? Or do you lean into it if it's bringing money to your bottom line? Because I was told when I was in MSNBC, the ratings were up every time. Every time the ratings, every time you come on. And then I got sat down. But if it's about the ratings, it's too much truth. Somebody's uncomfortable.
About the ratings. It's about the ratings when they say it's about the ratings.
Because ain't none of them doing good ratings is what my point is. Your ratings are trash.
Even like First Take has great ratings. It's a sports show. He ain't talking about Trump on First Take. Like,
right.
Like it's about the ratings until it's not about the ratings. That's how it is.